I'm at Lava Beds National Monument and the walkway to Indian Well Cave. So there's Indian Well Cave here and then a couple more beyond it. I think I'll do them all in one video. It'll be simpler because it's kind of a pain. My rig, I can make it shoot for horizontal videos or vertical videos, but it's kind of a pain to switch back and forth. So it might be easier to just do them all at once while I'm here. Small caves. But yeah, I already peeked at the entrance and there's a decent amount of ice at the entrance here. Should be a pretty video. See how that goes. Notice the snow is from like a week ago. Notice there's even snow on the walkway, of course. Nobody, scoops it or shovels it or brooms it or otherwise cleans it. So it's like the same Blazing Saddles. Son, you're on your own. But it's not too slippery here. I'm not wearing crampons or anything. I just got regular shoes on. I'll just be careful. But I'm wearing knee pads and a helmet just in case I do make a boo-boo. Hopefully I won't break my elbows. Okay, I don't know if it's picking up on the camera very well yet, but right at the entrance there are a lot of icicles hanging from the ceiling. Now they ask us to stay on the trail if there is one, and there is one. I'm walking on a trail. Honestly, I might just sneak off trail a little bit so you can see the formations a little closer. I'll be gentle. We'll see. But yeah, look at the ceiling up there. And then the ceiling up there. And the ceiling up there. That I can see from the trail pretty well. But the thing is, if I get off trail a little bit, you can see there's formations a little bit lower, like on the wall and the floor. So let me pan down along the wall there, all along the wall there. That's ceiling over there. There's formations on the wall there, formations on the wall there. So I'm gonna go ahead and sneak a little bit off the trail here, gently, not cause any damage. But look at this. See how it's flat, kind of like cave bacon. So if you want to know how cave bacon forms, set up your camera on a time lapse here. Watch it grow. Of course, real cave bacon is made of mineral deposits, not ice, but you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. So as long as I'm here, notice the ice is growing out of a crack. So water comes through the crack above freezing, then it gets exposed to the below freezing air and freezes. Sounds legit. Okay, I'm going to be very gentle here, but look at this. Look at that. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. There's some ice there, a little ice here, decent collection of ice there, decent collection of ice there. Notice the red rock there. Let me pan straight up. Now, is that scary or what? If there's an earthquake, those fall on me. They're too small to hurt me, but it'd be kind of funny, kind of scary and creepy. There's a lot of ice farther ahead. I'll show you when I get closer. Oops, I need to turn around very carefully. Okay, so I'm just gonna go a little bit to the side here. So look at this. You can see there's a lot of moisture coming down on that rock. That whole rock is covered with a thin glaze of ice. Boy, if this winter keeps up the way it is, this is only December 31st. Boy, in a couple of months, this place might be awesome. It's different every year. It depends on how cold it gets, how wet it gets, etc., etc. So if I lived near here, I'd come here every year. What's funny, I don't live near here, but I pretty much come here every year anyway. It's worth it. Okay. So look at this. Some ice up there. Some ice up there. Some ice up there. All sorts of ice. Now, why am I thinking of a song by a certain singer? Wait, was it Vanilla Ice who sings Ice Ice Baby? That was a long time ago. So look at this. There's a hole back there. Look at this formation. See, don't touch that. It'll break. Not yours. But what I wanted to show, look at these formations on the floor here. Actually, let me go to the right, and then I'll come back this way. I want to make sure I go out this way. Looks like this was the old trail in and out of the cave. Cool. The good old days. All right. But yeah, let me see this here. There's a couple formations growing towards each other for some reason. Not sure why. But look at this. At the entrance, water is dipping from above, making stalagmites, ice stalagmites. That's kind of neat. So it's instead of freezing up on top, it's dripping down and then freezing. Notice when it does that, it makes it much wider. Instead of skinny, it's short and fat. But yeah, there's several of these around here. Just beginning. There are some years you come here and they have them like a foot tall, and they're shaped kind of like bowling pins. They're really cool. Notice this one's touching. Okay, I need to be careful not to bump these. So I'm gonna go to the left just a bit, and then go around behind. Wow. Down there, of course, is the trail. I'll be down there soon, very soon. But as long as I'm up here, I'll show you the ice hanging in front of the ceiling. Of course, it's very high dynamic range here, so I'm at the entrance zone. It's cloudy outside, but it's still pretty bright. Of course, it's one of the shorter days of the year, so the sun's not that bright. But still, it's a neat cave. Okay, so now let me get back on the trail. Before I go on the trail, look at this. There's ice on the walkway. Sometimes here, to be safe, you have to go a little bit off the walkway to make sure you don't slip on the ice. Like I said, there's not that much ice here, so I'm not wearing any crampons or crimpons, whatever they call it. I think they're crimpons. But anyway. Yeah. So this is where there would be really big stalagmites later on in the year, winter. So far, so good. Notice there's a little bit of icicles on the wall there. Some kind of animal nest there. And there's a lot of ice formations ahead. So I'm going to head that away very carefully. Excuse me. Yeah, see, there's some ice on the trail, so I'm going to have to go off trail for my own safety. So, very carefully, I'm going to go up here. Look at these icicles. Okay. There's the main trail down there. So got a little bit off the side here because of the ice on the trail. Got to be careful so I don't slip. There's some ice up there. And if I pan down, small ice formation on the wall. Not just icicle down, but also there's glaze of ice on the rock above. Okay, it's about time to turn on the flashlight. I'll have to be careful. Make sure there aren't any bats here. If there are any bats, I'll have to turn down my light so I don't disturb them. So there is a way up there. Notice the ceiling here is really tall. Not very much ice though. It's actually warmer here away from the entrance. I mean, just think about it. It's insulated by solid rock. So I'm going to turn up the ISO now, all the way up to 51,000. Notice there's a hole in the wall to the left. Interesting. Now look at this. So the rock, the bare rock, is light tan on the floor. All those dark spots, that's water, liquid water, or ice. So it's funny, I was just telling you how this cave is warmer. It is warmer, but it's still been below freezing long enough to form some ice. Cool. So way up there, like that pretty rock, it's like there's actually some mineral deposits up there, similar to cave popcorn. Not quite as good. Now here's where it gets tricky. We're allowed to keep going to the end, but notice to the left there's a ledge. It's a dead end. So if you want to keep going, you need to go through the middle here. There's also a little bit of ledge to the right, but it's also a dead end. So let me show you where I am. There's the entrance, and there's where I could have gone up there, but I don't think there's any point. Yeah. Okay, I need to be very careful here. There's a little bit of ice, just enough to make it tricky. That's weird. I felt something land on my helmet. I swear it would have been ice. I wonder if a small icicle broke off and hit me. There's no way I hit it. The ceiling is like 50 feet above me. But it hit me, or something hit me. Maybe it's really loud, hard water. So, looking back, you can see there's some ice just now forming. Wow. Clear glazes, nice icicles. Ooh, all right. So let me go over here real quick, show you this one icicle, or actually it's a column. Cool. Okay, good to know. All right, let's head down the tube, shall we? Show you something really cool. My backpack is coming loose. I'm not gonna bother to tighten it right now. Next time I pause the video, I'll adjust my backpack too. But look at this, looking down the floor. Again, the dry spot, that's all light colored. So all those dark spots, that's ice or liquid water. I swear it feels above freezing here. Maybe that's because I've acclimated. But there's obviously some ice down here. Okay, so let me go to the left a bit. So I can climb down here. Notice this rock is covered with a glaze of ice. Underneath it is a little more interesting. It's like cool shapes. Ooh, Okay, so let me show you where I am. I came down that walkway. That's the way out, the easy way out. There's another way out, one thing at a time. But then over here to the right, there is a way down. funny. It seems warm and dry down here, but I think I see some icicles in the back. So even if it's not below freezing now, maybe it gets below freezing at night, or maybe it was below freezing a couple days ago. I don't know. Notice how rough the rock is here. I mean, lots of texture. Very pretty. Some of this is loose though, so try not to touch the ceiling. You don't want to accidentally pull it down on your head. Cause an avalanche, squish yourself. That'd be quite a pity. See how this one's nice and round. I couldn't tell you that was a gas bubble or somebody drilled it. My first guess would be gas bubble, but I don't know. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm wearing a helmet though, because this cave's a bit uneven. Let's see here. There's no trail this far in the cave, so I can go pretty much wherever I feel like it. So I'm going to try to zigzag to show everything. Like this ice here, this ice up here. Ice over there. So now I'm looking across the cave dozens of feet across, or looking at the ceiling dozens of feet up. Nice little cave. All right. See if I can keep going up here. This cave doesn't branch out, it's just one tube. So I'm not necessarily going to stay to the right or the left. I'll just go through however I feel like it. Sometimes the beaten path is easier. Sometimes the beaten path is worn so smooth it's dangerous. So you gotta be careful. Think about it. But look at this. There's natural light from the way I came in. Wow. There's the ceiling. There's a hole. Needless to say, I've never been up there. Wow. There's a hole up here too. I think I've been up there. In fact, I think I'll be up there in about 5 minutes. I'm a little slow. But let me go up here to the left and look across first. So this part's a little tricky. I need to be careful. I mean, look at this rock here. It's barely teeter-tottering on that one rock. Don't touch it. You don't want to trigger a rock slide with you under it. Or worse, somebody else under it. So here's that one way I said I haven't been up there. You can see it doesn't go very far. It's like a blob-shaped bubble. Here's the way out. Ooh, ah. But I'm going to go ahead and zigzag across now. Yes, I'm going underneath that one rock. I'm not going to touch it. As long as there's no earthquake, I should be okay. If there is an earthquake, yeah, run very, very fast, I guess. Which Indiana Jones movie was it where he's running from a big boulder? Yeah. Okay. All right, so let me go up here to the right, see if there's anything good out here. See how the room opens up. That's funny. I saw that dark spot. Thought it might be a Bert. It's just a dark spot on the rock. All right, yeah. Oh, it's weird. Look at this. There's a dark spot here from, dampness. But it's above freezing. No sign of ice. Just water. Okay, then. All right. Here's the way out. Let me go out here very carefully. This is all loose rock, so I really try not to touch anything. Especially the walls and the ceiling. Wouldn't want to pull it down on top of my head. Look at that nice nest. Cool. No, I don't know what kind of animal makes that nest. Next time I see it, I'll ask it. Hey you, what are you? Just kidding. Obviously, rats would come back here, but I didn't know rats need nice nests like that. I think it's too dark for birds, though. Bats don't make nests. Huh. Wonder if the rangers would know. I think there's only one ranger on duty today, because we're in the middle of nowhere. This place isn't very busy. When people go to crowded places like Yellowstone, then they complain about the crowds. It's like, okay, you really thought that through, didn't you? Notice the floor here, all this dirt. I think that's from pack rats or something. Bring it in. All right. It's nice. Okay, see, there's natural light from the other entrance, south entrance. I'm gonna keep going very carefully, hopefully without falling. Now this part is a little steep. To get out, I can't walk out. I kind of have to crawl out, but it's not too bad. But I do want to go to the end, see if there's any more ice. Very carefully. Notice there's a little bit of ice back in there. Not too much. Oops. That green stuff is called lichen. It's kind of like a plant. It does photosynthesis. I don't know the difference. It's pretty. Wow, there's no footprints here. So I'm like the first person here in a week. Kind of cool. Okay, so technically I'm out of Indian Well Cave. I'm gonna go to the next cave. I'll just do this all in one video because it's short. Okay, so let me turn on the light. I'll have to watch for bats though. If there's any bats off there. Oh wow, look at this. Got some nice formations right there. Ooh, Smells in here. Look at that. Wow. Very pretty. Wow. I want to show you how high up it goes. It's crazy. Let me get up here on the ledge. That's why it smells. Look at that. See that dark stuff? Rat droppings. Like pack rat or something. Pica. Okay, so in English, yeah, It smells like hay. You like it when you go to a farm and they have all those hay bales and they smell kind of musty. That's what it smells like here. Yum, yum. Okay. Same thing up here. Look at all that. It's like that ledge up there. Rat droppings and so on. Notice there's a nice flat ledge here. Little hole down there which doesn't go anywhere. So here's the question. Would you say I'm at the end of the cave? Well, it depends on how big you are. For a human, yeah, it's the end of the cave. Now, the question is for bats and rats. Who knows how much farther it goes? Good question. Okay, so let me see how it's nice and flat up here, like a ledge at the end. This is kind of cool. It's like a pretty ceiling up there. Ooh, excuse me. Notice how in the cave farther it's brown because the rocks are covered with dirt. Close to the entrance it's red. It's not so much covered with dirt. Which brings up this question, why the heck not? My guess is there's more dripping water to rinse the dirt away. But can't be sure. See, I'm at 27 minutes and this video can only last half an hour. So I'm thinking when I get to the cave entrance here, before I go back through Indian Well Cave, I'll go ahead and pause the video to switch batteries and so on. There's those icicles on the left side of the entrance. Ooh, ah. Okay, so yeah, I'll go ahead and pause the video right here so I can change the sit down where it's dry.